Get ready, start. When the Supreme Court has gone into this problem in detail and has come to the conclusion that this should not be done, and whole section and provisions have been set aside, what is there to compel the government to come forward again with an amendment bill, particularly when it transgresses the fundamental rights of the working people, I would, therefore, request the government to go into this problem carefully and not just to play with the fundamental policy which is sought to be pursued by the government. In every sphere, in every activity, these workers are entitled to put forward their case and bargain. Madam, it is a matter of shame that the government did not ask their management to come and appear before the Chief Labour Commissioner. Here is a machinery, a consolation machinery, created by the government, being presided over by a colleague of yours in the cabinet, and your department had decided not appear before the Chief Labour Commissioner. I would therefore, plead with the Prime Minister, please do not bring such legislation which destroys the basic principles which have been in existence. Here is a law, TD Act, which was bought by the British, which in my opinion, is still not up to the standard. But, it is a matter of shame that even what the British granted to the employees in those days, the present government wants to take away. This should have been preserved, developed and made to the flourish so that the workers can stay, particularly in nationalized undertakings, Now we have a right to negotiate and settle. The government is expected to follow an ideal employees policy. Is this the policy of an ideal employer, where they can dictate the terms of service to the workers? Is this the policy they are placing before the private sector? This is how they should treat their workers, they should control them? There is no reason whatsoever which can justify this. The minister said, inverted comma, if there are some differences between the superintendent's emoluments and those of the officers, etc. As I said, this is not argument. This cannot be the reason. As pointed out by the earlier speaker, there are practices and prerequisites. Will he place before the House the facts as to what is the difference if all practices and prerequisites of officers are taken into account? As I submitted, it is not something which the government should arbitrate. It is something which should be placed before an independent authority. like an industrial code, comma, where you go and say all these things, comma, whatever you have to say. Stop.